safe and secure Penang is. So it is for the solo travelers. So I think that is the most important part, like anybody wants to travel to Penang or Malaysia, how safe and secure it is. So we all know about it. But I want you to refer this, and visa on arrival also we are getting from this year, because last year we couldn't get it. So we had to apply for it. So these are the facilities nowadays available for the travelers from India to Penang or for Malaysia. So I would like to know more about that. What great you are offering for the Indian tourists.
Okay, for the visa facilities, it has already been extended another year to 2026. So that makes so much more sense for this direct flight, and it's very timely as well. And definitely, I think this news has been out like just last month, if I'm not mistaken. And how safe Penang is, and I would like to throw this question back to you. To all the members of this media, this beautiful lady in orange was the lucky winner of our trip to Penang last year. And she explored Penang on her own, and she found so many wonders of Penang, and she was amazed, and until today she's still amazed. So I would like to reverse the question back to you. Ma'am, why don't you share your experience about Penang? So that comes from you as someone from Mumbai itself.
Yeah, so Sujata here from News Plus Views, and I was lucky to be selected. It was like a lucky draw, and I was the only person from all of India to travel to the Penang. And I was on my own, and this was my first international trip. So what I loved about the whole managing was done so perfectly. And once I reached over there, the people of Penang are so friendly. I never felt like I'm going out of my country. So everything was planned accordingly. The people are friendly, and the place where I stayed, Amari Spice, and the PC, the host, they did the most. The host with the most, I will say. So how they arrange everything, whether it was PITE, Penang International Travel Exchange, all the conferences, all the places I visited, even the restaurants where we visited for the Indian food specifically, whether it's the lunch or dinner, everything was Indian cuisine there. So I didn't miss anything. And the most important part I loved over there is there is so much discipline. There is so much cleanliness. And these are the two parts I would like to have in Mumbai or in India. The cleanliness and the traffic discipline. So even at the night, 12 o'clock, we can travel freely as a solo traveler, as a lady traveler from India. I didn't feel anything like, it was like just being at home. So that I would like to see that, of course, the destination wedding, it is a good idea, but even for the solo travelers who want to explore the foreign countries, so I will say this will be the first choice of the ladies, so they can travel safely and securely. The people are so friendly, they will guide you.
I wish we can record this. It's beautiful, actually.
Thank you so much.
Actually, you answered your own question.
Yes, that's what I wanted to know. The others also, the solo travels mostly. My friends ask me, if we want to do the solo traveling, where we should travel. Of course, they can do it in India. India is most safe. But when we want to go out of India, so I think the Penang will be the first choice. Penang or Malaysia, the whole of Malaysia. Thank you so much.
I think it's not only safe for women, it's also for young youth. You can see many of them from colleges coming in groups and walking around the streets in Heritage Site, and they are like backpackers kind of group, boys and girls. They think it's so safe because Penang Island is a small island. Everywhere you can connect yourself within 15 to 20 minutes, and with the major transportation plans that the Penang government has planned together with the federal government, which is called the Penang Transport Master Plan, we're going to be much more well connected with buses, and then we're going to have our light monorail, which is going to be commencing this year and will be ready in 5 to 6 years. And people can just depend on the public transport. And we can cross over the channel with the ferry services. So you will be able to experience many types of transport. We have cable car that is being planned also, and a beautiful waterfront park. And I like to just add on, Penang has got also destinations for tourists where you don't have to pay for tickets to enter. These are some of the places where you can just visit, you can walk in, visit the place, no tickets. And this makes it easy for those who want to have some low cost kind of traveling, where you don't want to spend so much on just ticketing, entering and all that. So there are many type of choices you have. The beaches are free. You can just walk by the beach, enjoy the food, the scenery, the sunset. And then we have the hills also, which is also connected well with the cable car going up. It's a different environment. The ambience is nice and also it's more cooling than the city. So I think Penang has it all. The beaches, the hills, and then we are also very much into a manufacturing hub. And a lot of people who come for work, they also enjoy with family. Because it's got both. You have your city life, working, and you have the weekend leisure. So I think we've got a lot to go for. Thank you.